I'm originally from Miami, Florida, and I can tell you that it's amazing to see how this water is whitecapping the way a strong ocean current does. You see that white foam. She's holding a sign that says, "Aquí hay abogados, pídalo." What that means is there are attorneys here. Ask them. It's something that they've been chanting. They're asking everyone to perform 2 acts of random kindness to a stranger. You may think to report your credit card is stolen, but most people don't think of their cell phones. And here's the problem. They say if you open up the back of your phone, you see that little card. I want to point out this van right here, rolled up about 30 minutes ago, and inside was a crime scene investigator. If someone breaks into your home, don't touch anything. They actually were once able to pull DNA off a deadbolt to solve a case. And if you're looking at these images and thinking to yourself, let's go ahead and load up the family car and head up to the high country, you're going to want to make sure you're prepared. It's a lesson we learned the hard way. A funny thing happened after our 6 p.m. newscast. We were on our way to meet the Department of Public Safety to get you winter driving tips when our truck broke down.
Hopefully there's a Nissan dealer up in Flagstaff.
Yeah.
That could come out and help them.
That's when we learned tip number 1. If you find yourself stranded in Flagstaff, call DPS. Sergeant Brad Elliott came to our rescue.
If you're stranded, broken down, or been involved in an accident, you call us, and we'll get a unit sent out to check on you and to help you get out of your situation one way or the other.
DPS also recommends before you leave your house, making sure you have extra blankets, food, and water in your car, you know, just in case you get stranded. Yeah, we didn't have any of those things. What kind of lesson are we learning in this?
A tough one, and this is a good lesson to learn.
Other things to do before you come up here, check the tires and look under the hood.
And make sure that everything is normal, working well. Make sure your battery's fine. Make sure you have plenty of antifreeze in the radiator.
In the end, photojournalist Mitch Morales managed to fix the truck.
Looks like the crew's all set for the night.
And you were all set with great tips, even if they came at our expense. And of course, we're using a little humor there in order to convey a message, but that could have been a very dangerous situation. And that's why, as you grab those snow boots and your skis and you're loading up the kids, go to abc15.com and go to 15 links. And there you're going to find a printout of a bunch of other good pointers, including how to navigate on slippery roads. And just print that out and bring it with you to make sure you're a little better prepared than we were. Live in Flagstaff, Christina Boomer, ABC 15 News, your Valley News leader.
Christina, what's happening there?
Well, right now, police continue to interview witnesses, and as they get the details, they're bringing them right to us. Now, I'm about to bring you a lot of information. I'm going to throw a lot of it your way, but wherever you are in your home right now, take a look and pay attention, because police say this girl's life depends on it. Her name is Markeisha Thomas. She's 13 years old. She had braided hair that was in a ponytail. She is African American and last seen wearing blue basketball shorts that actually had the word Shaq printed on them. They had a gray stripe on the bottom and a green stripe on the right. She was also wearing pink and white shoes and had a red, black, and blue lanyard with a house key on it. Now, listen to this. Police say she was kidnapped at gunpoint by about 6 suspects that were carrying handguns and AK-47s. 5 of them are believed to be Hispanic, at least 1 white. Now, listen to this. Here are the 3 cars they believe were involved. 1, a white Chevy Tahoe, about 2000 model. It had perhaps a paper license plate, strobe lights on the top, and the suspects were wearing a police-style equipment belt. The thought is they might have been trying to pose as police officers. The other 2 cars involved, one was a white pickup truck and possibly a blue 4-door Nissan. Now we're going to go to some video we shot just a little while ago. It's outside the home where this child lives, and you can probably hear in the background what you're listening to are those family members crying and wailing. They are in complete anguish, as you can imagine, that Thomas is missing. We also spoke to a woman who her daughter was playing with that missing child, Markeisha Thomas, just moments before she disappeared. Here's what she had to say.
Just praying for the little girl, hope she gets home safe. It's really sad because my baby was just out here. Both my little babies were just out here with her, playing at the park with her, and she comes in the house and leaves again and says the little girl's gone. It's sad.
Once again, police believe this child is in grave danger. They say every minute counts. If you know anything, if you've heard anything, if you're seeing anything, they do urge you to call 911. At this time, they still do not know why about 6 people in possibly 3 cars armed with AK-47s will want to kidnap this little girl. Reporting live in Phoenix, Christina Boomer, ABC 15 News. 9-year-old Jessica Duncan knows exactly what she wants to do.
We're gonna like ride rides and play games and eat.
Her older sister, Tori, rattles off her favorite fair foods.
Like different kinds of hot dogs and deep fried Snickers bars.
They also played a carnival game of darts. But all that fun comes with a price. And since times are tough, we asked their parents how they're paying for it.
I knew it was coming, so we put money aside to do it.
We planned ahead of time this time. It's like, all right, about $100 we'll set aside.
Eric Duncan adds the fair is their version of a staycation.
We don't usually take a typical week-long vacation to go to Disneyland or anything. I mean, we just do little things here and there, and this is part of the little things that we do every year.
The Duncan family did have to hit the ATM, going $75 over their budgeted $100. But they say every dime is worth it because of moments like this.
My throat really hurts now.
Did you run out of scream?
No, I wasn't screaming. I was going, wow! The whole time.
But you had your hands up, too.
Yes, I was.
To see them smile, run around, jump around, it's nice.
Yeah, it's money, but it's money well spent.
All right, so check it out. I had a 20 at the fair tonight, and after buying bottled water, a funnel cake, and a cheeseburger, so now you know my favorites. Take a look. Here's all I had left, $2. So inspired by the Duncans and thinking maybe you're trying to create a budget at home, I went ahead and walked the fairgrounds and hit all these food vendors, wrote down their prices, and posted them on abc15.com. That way, before you come here, you can go to our website, find the tasty treats you love so much, and price them out so you know exactly how much you're going to spend. Reporting live at the Arizona State Fairgrounds, Christina Boomer, ABC 15 News. And this is the porch your neighbors tell me Baker was hiding. As you can see, it's a really small space. This wall can't be more than 3 feet high. I came down here so you can appreciate how fast this is flowing. You can kind of hear the roar behind me. And guess what? Let's say you have family in town this week and you're not quite sure what to do with them. Well, you can come here and pick the vegetables yourself. Some worry that it's way too easy to hide a bomb and then walk onto a public transportation system like the light rail. And police say they then put cameras all through the car, but for each a different place. So sometimes it might be in the air vent, other times the frame, or maybe the door.